Society for Krishna consciousness simply to alleviate this suffering of all the souls of this world. So his program is described in his own writings in the Bhagavad Gita. In the preface, he says, freed from material bondage. So Srila Prabhupada has given us a very practical and effective method of becoming Krishna conscious. He has given us this wonderful Ratha Yatra festival among many other things also. So Prabhupada calls this festival as the festival of joy. He says, simply by chanting Hare Krishna, simply by dancing in front of the Ratha, and simply by accepting Sri Krishna Prasadam, anyone can become completely joyful. And by doing so, they also become purified of all the...
Serve the whole body. If the hands and the legs are not serving the whole body, then it is called a diseased condition. We cannot walk, we cannot lift, we cannot do normal activities. It is considered an abnormal, diseased condition. So, bhakti is to recognize the Lord, recognize that we are His eternal servants. Jivera Swarup hoy Krishnera Nitya Das. The Swarupa of Jiva is to be a Nitya Krishna Dasa. And an occasion like Ratha Yatra, where we get to chant Krishna's name, have darshan of the Lord, pull His Ratha, cleanses our heart, and all those who are going to have darshan of the Lord and participate in the Ratha Yatra in different ways, even their heart will be cleansed and they will also get bhakti. It's only a matter of different degrees of receptivity, and one day that bhakti will further fructify, develop and fructify. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu especially said that in the whole world there are so many cultures, so many civilizations, but the people of Bharat especially are very well suited to understand this message, appreciate this message, internalize this message and take full benefit from it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave a special responsibility for all those who are born in India. Bharata bhumile janma hoile ya janma sarthaka kare kharo paro. This is sarthaka. Janma sarthaka is to understand Krishna, to develop bhakti for Krishna and go back to the spiritual world and not to take birth again. Just now we heard Punar Janma na vidyate Radhastam Keshavam Drishva Punar Janma. It is our desire that we don't want to take Punar Janma and once again suffer in this material world. We want to go back to the spiritual world. That is the message of Krishna in the Gita. Mameva yeshyasi asamshayaha. And our country, the culture is such that we are well suited to understand and appreciate this message. And so we must perfect our lives and help others in the world to perfect their lives. That was the teaching of Sri Chaitanya. When Srila Prabhupada was preaching Krishna Bhakti all over the world, and he came back to India and he was setting up a temple in Bombay, Mumbai. Some of you might have seen the temple of ISKCON temple in Juhu At that time it was still under construction, and Prabhupada was making many visits to Mumbai with his many Western disciples. Srila Prabhupada had only a few Indian disciples. There were only a few Indians who had understood Prabhupada's position and his message in the 1970s. So once Prabhupada had come to Mumbai, and Prabhupada used to take a morning walk every day. The doctor had advised him, he already had suffered 3 heart attacks. And so he would go for a morning walk. And so when Prabhupada came to Mumbai, some donor gave their car. It was a big car. And his Western disciples would drive him. And one day they brought him in the morning in the big car. They parked near the beach and they went for a walk 1 hour and they came back. When they came back to their car, Prabhupada and he had one assistant who sat in the rear back side of the seat. And the other 2 American disciples, they sat in the front and they were trying to start the car and the car was not starting. And they were in anxiety. Prabhupada is sitting behind and the car is not starting. And so the devotee who was trying to turn on the ignition, he looked back and told Srila Prabhupada, I don't know why Srila Prabhupada, the car is not starting, I'm trying. So Prabhupada just nodded, he was very composed and said, please try. Sometimes car doesn't start. And he was desperately trying different things. And then 2 elderly men, Indian gentlemen, they came to the car and Prabhupada started talking. Immediately the 2 devotees who are in the front, they got embarrassed. They have come to a wrong car. And then they looked back and said, Prabhupada, we are sorry about it, and got out of the car. And then the 2 gentlemen came inside and sat in the car, and the 2 others, they ran around looking for the other car. And then Srila Prabhupada looked at his assistant, who was also an American assistant. And he said, you see, in your country, if we had sat in somebody else's car, they will call the police and get us arrested. Look at these 2 gentlemen. They have come, they are offered. They are saying, please, we will drop you in your temple. This is Indian culture. To respect a holy man, to respect a saintly person, to respect a devotee, this is very natural. So our country is very special. To be born in Bharat is very special. Krishna, Rama, so many incarnations have appeared here. They have done glorious leelas. And so it's our duty, and in Karnataka especially, I've heard one explanation by one.
Krishna Balarama Krishna